Hello everybody. We are back at gifting stump number 2 and I'm feeling a little bad because I'm a couple of days overdue for getting this stuff restocked. And as you can see, the things that I had left here before, there's a couple of carrot bits. The balls are now both over there together. The mirror's still here, the rocks are still here. Not seeing the spoon anywhere. But anyway, I brought out another jar of peanut butter, and Sandy found this container. It was, about 100 feet off in that direction is where she found it. When she found it, the lid was off. There was no damage to it, no teeth marks, no nothing. So I have refilled it with squirrel food, and there's an apple in there. And I got the bell here, second bell for this area. And so I'm going to leave it pretty much just like this, and I'm going to go set up the other gifting stump. That should do it. While we're out here, there's something I'd like to tell you about. This morning around 4 a.m. I had the window open on the cabin. Everything was quiet. I was having some trouble sleeping, and I heard a pretty good whoop from up the trail. I heard some crashing around. Enough noise to let me know they definitely were out here last night. Okay, we are back at gifting area number 1, and I'm a little surprised to see the basket is untouched. The peanut butter, the apple, the ball, everything is in there just the way I left it. Can you see in there? So, might have something to do with extra people that were out here tromping around in the woods this last week. Although I'd like to point out that this area, the integrity of this area has remained intact. We didn't bring anybody out here. Sandy and I are the only 2 people that know where this area is. One thing I'd like to point out though is the bell is down here on the ground now. It was right up here on the stump. And my missing container from up there, I don't remember. I'm going to have to refer back to the last video I made here, but it seems to me that I did leave something right there on the stump. I'll have to check, but anyway, for today I have some other stuff to bring out. I'll set it up and I'll give you a look. Okay, so here we have 2 plastic containers, one full of crackers, one that has unsalted peanuts, some graham crackers, and an apple in it. I'm also leaving another apple right here. I've put the bell back on the stump. We'll give it a ring. Okay, and we're going to leave it right there like that. Okay, so we're out here by the creek. Sandy was up here the other day and she had a little bit of an experience. We can't say exactly for sure what it was, but she's going to tell us what happened. So
I came around this little trail. It's an animal game trail right here. It's the closest point to the creek. There was a ruckus up in the trees, and there's 3 trees across the creek, and in the one that's kind of leaning in the bushes to the right of
she
me,
is pointing right there.
that tree was just shaking violently, and a stick fell. So I don't know if a limb broke off, but it was not a rainy day. It was not a sunny. It was not a windy day. It was really sunny and nice up here. I didn't see anything. I stopped, certainly, because it was the only tree that was shaking. So I stopped and looked around, didn't see anything, and moved on.
So you had the impression something had jumped out of the tree?
Well, something definitely jumped out of there.
Yeah.
Either a really big squirrel, possibly, but it was more than a bird because it shook violently.
Okay.
And violently enough that whatever was up there and jumped broke off a branch.
Wow.
And it fell down. as I was standing here.
Well, you know, the day I saw them jumping through the treetops up on the hill farther, the second tree that he was in, the first tree that he jumped to, it shook just really, really hard.
Yeah.
And then last summer when we were coming down the hill just as it was getting dark and we got the owl imitations, they came down right next to the road, and as we passed they shook a tree really, really hard.
Interesting.
So that is something they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had never experienced that, so it startled me because I just came around and all of a sudden this tree is just violently shaking, and that was it.
All right.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very fun. Another
Okay.
thing that makes you go, in the forest.
Yes, it is. All right. Well, thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay, so Sandy and I are on our way over here to look around the area where we think something may have jumped out of a tree. There's something else here that we're going to show you in just a minute, but on our way down here we have found what looks like footprints. This one here you can see pretty easy right there, and it appears to have toes. It measures at 11 inches. There's the first one, and the second one is right up the bank here. Ooh, leaves in my face. Where's the second one?
Right here.
Right here.
And I'd say it's
Yeah.
11 inches.
11 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the other thing we want to show you right here, look around for some more impressions. We've got this tree that's been split right here next to the tree where Sandy saw something up there shaking it and possibly jumped. So we've got this big brand new stretch of wood right there that was split. See if I can get up here and show you a little better. Okay, see that right there? Where that tree is split? Split way down, and then it's over there is the rest of it. Pretty cool, and that's just a few feet from the tree right back here where Sandy believes something jumped. Very cool. Okay, so we are back at my original gifting area, and we abandoned this, maybe a month or so ago in an effort to rule out human interaction with some of the activity we've been having. So during our camp out, I let some of our campers use this area to do their own gifting, and I'll show you a picture of what they left here. What's left is these two pinwheels. There's a ball on the ground, and they left a mason jar full of goodies, and that is gone. What is left is the ring. Sandy tells me that she found one of the jars over here. Where was it?
Well, they actually haven't found the jar. The jar was here, Carolyn's jar.
Oh, she left it right here.
Left it here. It's not here.
And it's gone.
And
Wow.
it was, yeah.
Okay. While I'm here, there's one thing I'd kind of like to point out to you. This tree here on the ground is the same one that was left on this stump right here last summer. And when we packed everything up and moved it from here, we took it off of that stump. We placed it on this stump, pointing in the direction where we had moved the goodies, thinking, you know, we would leave a Bigfoot type of sign for them. And I'm not sure if that's how they found it, but they did find the new stump. So anyway, when we came out here to put the camper's stuff out, we moved it down off of here, so it's no longer pointing in the right direction anymore. And yeah, we're just gonna leave it like that.
Stop.
Okay, say that again.
Okay, I have a correction.
Okay.
Carolyn left a plastic jar. It doesn't say what color the lid was. Gabby thinks I have snacks for her. It had peanut butter crackers, a pear, marshmallows, and vanilla wafers in it.
Really? Okay.
Yep, that's what we're looking for.
Okay. Well, let's go look over this way where we found some of our containers before. Okay, we are back here at our #1 gifting area. I'm a little disappointed to see that our hanging basket is still hanging there. It's been a while, a couple of weeks now since something touched it. And the 2 containers that I left right here, one is gone, one is still here. Got a big old slug right there. And Sandy's leaving another glass jar here with some goodies inside of it, right there. And the bell is still here, but it is leaning now. Something must have bumped it, but not very hard because it didn't get knocked off the stump. So,
you want to leave this one too up there, Barb?
Sure, we'll
it's
take
got
this.
Pepperoni stick, peanuts, and granola
Okay.
chips.
So we'll just set, oh, sorry, slug. I want to squish your head. Okay, so a little bigger, we'll set that back. I think we'll put the crackers down here because they're not going to fit, so we're just going to leave those right there.
Okay.
We'll leave this one up here.
Little jar of peanut
And
butter.
another jar of peanut butter. Okay.
But this one has been open. It was one we were using at the camp out.
Oh, okay.
So might as well
Let them have it. There is a jar of peanut butter that's up there in the bucket too that hasn't been touched. Okay, so let's ring the bell. And we'll put it right back there.